Let me ask you a brutal question, one most people are too scared to answer. Why do you feel invisible in rooms you were born to conquer? You felt it, haven't you? The moment you walk into a room and instantly shrink. You speak and no one listens. You exist but no one sees. Your words are echoes. Your presence? A ghost. And the worst part? You're not dumb. You're not weak. You have thoughts that could shift the world, ideas that could shape the future, but you're muted by invisible chains. Chains forged in childhood, in trauma, in social rejection, in failure. Chains reinforced by your desire to be liked, polite, acceptable. Dominate? You can barely maintain eye contact. You want to be alpha, but your energy says follower. You want control, but you can't even control your own self-doubt. Listen carefully. This is your wake-up call. You don't break free by being nice. You break free by being powerful. And power, real raw magnetic power, is not handed to you. It's taken, engineered, mastered. There is a war happening in every room you enter. A silent war of dominance, of positioning, of attention. And most people are losing badly because they don't even realize the game is being played. Every group has a hierarchy. Every conversation has a hidden power flow. The question is, are you at the top or forgotten at the bottom? Social circles are kingdoms. You're either the king or the court jester trying to earn a laugh. Dark psychology teaches us this. People respond to status, not substance. People are drawn to confidence, not correctness. People follow those who command, not those who comply. You've been lied to. They told you to be humble. They told you to be kind. They told you that if you're good enough, people will notice. Lies. No one notices the quiet genius in the corner. They follow the one who takes the stage, even if he has nothing to say. If you want to dominate social circles, become the sun. Not the moon reflecting others. Not the stars distant and scattered. Be the blazing force everything orbits around. This means energy. Not fake hype, magnetism, presence, certainty. Here's how you do it. Speak less with more weight. Every word should feel deliberate, edged with purpose. Move slowly, deliberately. Fast movements signal anxiety. Slow movement is power. Hold eye contact until they break. Don't flinch. Don't fold. You're not asking for connection, you're claiming space. People are starved for strength. When they feel your unwavering core, they gravitate toward you. They don't even know why, it's biological. You become the center, the unspoken leader, because your energy declares it. People are not as complicated as they pretend to be. They're mirrors, reflecting power back to the strongest signal in the room. So become that signal. When you walk in, own your frame. What is a frame? It's the invisible story you project onto reality. Is your frame, I hope they like me? Or is it, they're lucky I showed up? They will accept your frame if you hold it like it's law. You're not asking for validation, you're broadcasting power. You're transmitting a signal that says, I am inevitable. Want immediate control? Here's a tactic from the underground playbook. The triad maneuver. Stand tall. Own your verticality, never collapse your spine. Power is postural. Smile slightly. Not a grin. A smirk. A suggestion that you know something they don't. Silence. Say nothing at first. Let them scramble to break the silence. That's dominance. In 10 seconds you just flip the social script. Attention is currency. He who controls it controls perception. And he who controls perception controls reality. Most people beg for attention. They chase it. They bleed for it. You must reverse the dynamic. Don't seek attention, command it. Here's how. Create emotional spikes. Be unpredictable. Be extreme in controlled doses. Tell war stories, not facts. Frame your life like a legend. Speak in metaphors, conflict, conquest. People remember stories, not data. Drop hooks and walk away. Say something intriguing, then withdraw. Leave them wanting more. Mystery is leverage. You must become psychologically expensive. When you speak, people should lean in. When you're silent, they should itch to hear you. That's not charisma. That's calculated power. Never try to win the group. Groups are chaotic. Crowds are dangerous. Instead, pull people out of the herd. One by one. Isolate them. Mirror them. Own them. This is surgical manipulation. You identify the key influencer of the group, the one others orbit around. Then you break them down, rebuild them with your values. You don't flatter. You study. What do they crave? Admiration? Safety? Rebellion? What do they fear? Irrelevance? Exposure? Betrayal? You find the pressure point, and then you press. Once they align with you, the rest of the circle follows like sheep. You just executed a social coup. You didn't ask for power. You reprogrammed the hierarchy. People respect what they fear. You must become dangerous. Emotionally, mentally, socially. Not violent, not reckless, dangerous. Which means, you are not afraid to walk away. From anyone, anytime. You are not easy to read. Mystery multiplies magnetism. You have a past. You have depth. You've seen the abyss and climbed out. You must wear your scars like medals. When people sense that you've suffered, endured, and risen, they bend the knee. Because people aren't drawn to perfection. They're drawn to power forged in fire. So let your pain become your legend. Let your silence hint at storms. Be the one they don't want to cross. Be the one they want beside them when the world burns. Your name must mean something. When people hear it, an image must flash in their minds. That's branding, but it's deeper. It's psychological imprinting. Design your identity like a weapon. What are your core traits? Ruthless? Visionary? Unshakable? What's your signature look? Your voice? Your energy? What do you want whispered about you behind closed doors? Create a social archetype so powerful, it haunts their minds. You're no longer a participant in the group, you are the myth they orbit around. Every interaction is positioning. You're either rising or falling. Neutral doesn't exist. So what do? Own the narrative. If people misinterpret you, you correct it with intensity. You don't let rumors shape your legacy. You shape it with words that hit like thunder. Control your exits. Never fade out of a conversation. Leave with impact. Say something bold, walk out strong. Last impression becomes lasting impression. Plant seeds of awe. Subtly hint at things you've done that others can't fathom. Let their imagination elevate your legend. You're not playing a game of popularity, you're playing a game of power. And power goes to the one who positions with intention, presence, and precision. You will be called arrogant. You will be called intense. You will trigger the insecure. Good. That means it's working. Because real dominance doesn't come with applause. It comes with silence, respect, deference. You were not born to blend in. You were not born to tiptoe around fragile egos. You were born to lead, to command, to rise. This isn't about being fake. It's about being fully realized, fully unleashed, fully dangerous in the best way possible. You are not a puppet in someone else's show. You are the architect of every room you enter. Let this be your moment. The moment you burn the timid version of yourself and rise from the ashes as something unstoppable. Enough with playing small. Enough with being overlooked. Enough with being tolerated. From this moment forward, every room you walk into, you own. Not through noise but presence. Not through begging but commanding. Not through imitation but domination. They will feel your energy before you speak. They will adjust their behavior to fit your gravity. They will follow, not because they have to, but because they can't resist. So stand up. Breathe deep. Set your eyes on the world and take it. Dominate social circles. Dominate perception. Dominate your destiny. The crown was never theirs, it was always yours. Go take it.